You know, as a kid, I grew up loving Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I never grew up around that time, so I never really got to experience it like full hand, but I always got it on TV whenever I could, and family talked about it to me whenever they were growing up, and it really just sparks, I guess, pure imagination in my mind. It's one of my favorite movies of all time that just feels so childlike innocence to it, that has such a great cast, such great songs and set design. It really makes me just love like movie making it in general. I never read the book, so I can't speak on that, but I did also grow up with the Johnny Depp version, which is it is something.
Good morning, Starshine. The Earth says hello.
But besides that, I went into this movie kind of with a distasteful sense, I guess you could say. I wasn't exactly excited for this movie. I wasn't exactly like, happy about it. Because I'm not really a fan of like making like a origin story for Willy Wonka. Because to me, in my mind, that just sounds kind of stupid. But I saw it and I saw it, and I'm not gonna lie, I came out of this thoroughly enjoyed. I think more so than I was hoping for. I just wanted to have a semi-decent movie and just forget about it. But no, I really think like this is like one of the best movies of the year. I'm a big sucker for musicals, and I love the set design of this movie in general. Amazing what they I think it's just amazing what they do with this movie. There's a few flaws that I do have with this movie that don't make this perfect, but I think in general, this is a great watch for the holiday season, and I think this is like just a really great movie overall. I think with flaws, I'm going to get that out of the way. I think one of the major flaws I have with this is the whole like reliance on people's nostalgia for the previous movie. Because I'm not gonna lie, they play Pure Imagination so many times. It's like, guys, I think we've seen the original movie, because they play it in the beginning, a few parts in the middle, and at the end with Timothée Chalamet singing it. It's like, okay, I think I remember the song, guys. It's like, oh my god, they really want us to remember the original, but it's not like that big of a deal. But I did notice that like many times during the film. And I think the other flaw in this is Hugh Grant as an Oompa Loompa. Not him playing the Oompa Loompa. I thought he was fine. But I think the whole Oompa Loompa being in this movie wasn't really necessary and felt kind of tacked on. I kind of feel like the suits in WB were like, hey, we see you're making a Willy Wonka origin story. The Oompa Loompas were such a beloved, character in the originals. Maybe you want to just put one in there just for fun or something like that. Like, it doesn't feel like they were like necessary to the movie at all. Like, yeah, sure, they were kind of like at the end, but besides that, it wasn't really like worth anything really. It was still funny, but I don't know, I just feel like it wasn't really needed, I guess. But besides that, this is really like a fantastic movie. I think the set design especially is marvelous. The type of sets and designs that they have for this, it doesn't feel tacky at all. It feels lived in. I feel like I can actually go to this town. I can feel like I actually live in these streets, and the chocolate factory itself, it just feels so real and so like it gives off the same vibes as the original movie, and it's just fills me with such joy, like just looking at it in general, not even just watching it, just looking at just still images of the movie would give me such joy. And I really feel like it's really conveyed that Willy Wonka is such a inventive guy with the stuff that he makes and does. Now, with Willy Wonka in general, with Timothée Chalamet, I feel like he gives his own performance to the character. I don't feel like he lives up to Gene Wilder's performance as Willy Wonka, because with Willy Wonka, I feel like he's a bit too innocent of a character for Willy Wonka, if that makes any sense. I do think he provides the same type of whimsy and charm, but not the same type of cynicism or something like that. Because in this movie, Willy Wonka is like a perfect character in a sense, like Mickey Mouse or Superman, to where they don't do anything wrong. But in the originals, like, you can tell, like, he's an asshole.
Don't just stand there, do something!
Help. Police. Murder.
So you get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
Because in the original movie, Willy Wonka wasn't afraid to be an asshole or just be like an overall like jerk sometimes. Like it wasn't like that unheard of. In this movie, Willy Wonka goes like, "Oh, we can't steal anything. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't I wouldn't bat an eye if I saw like Gene Wilder or Johnny Depp stealing something at all." And I don't know. I just feel like his innocence or his like, like really nice attitude, it works for this movie, but I think overall as like a Willy Wonka character, it's just not really as much as I was hoping for, I guess. Along with that, I really do like the original characters in this movie. I think Noodle, especially, in such an adorable character for Wonka to bounce off of. Along with the villains, I thought was pretty cool. Like the chocolate cartel was so funny. Each one of them, all three of them, were so funny individually and all together as a group. I just loved it. And I think Keegan-Michael Key was great as the cop. He honestly was one of the funniest characters in this movie. But yeah, besides that, I think the musical aspect of this movie is really good. I think all the actors do a great job with their performances, especially the Chocolate Cartel song. I thought that was a stand-up really good one. Everything else is all right. I don't think there's really a bad song in the bunch, but yeah, I think as a musical, this is really good. Like, I really do think this is like a really good origin for Wonka, especially compared to the 2005 version with the whole dentist thing with Count Dooku. What the hell was going on with what the fuck was that movie?
Little girl, don't touch that squirrel's nuts.
I really do feel like this movie will give you the same type of whimsical charm and feel of the original movie. It's not as good, but overall this is a really fun ride, especially from beginning to end. There's like barely any breaks and I enjoy that. There are good emotional moments, and yeah, this is just overall a great time. I want to give this a 8 out of 10. This isn't perfect by any means, but this is a definite watch if you're a fan of Willy Wonka or just musicals or just want to have a good time in general. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you like and comment or whatever BS, you'll get a golden ticket. I promise. I'll get Jimmy to give you a whole tour of the factory.
Mr. Wonka, I don't know if you remember me, but I used to work here in the factory.
Were you one of those despicable spies who every day tried to steal my life's work and sell it to those parasitic copycat candy-making cats?
No, sir.
And wonderful. Welcome back.